Hey nurses, Nurse Germs here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to talk about how much a dialysis nurse earns here in the Philippines. Since I noticed that there aren't really a lot of videos about it. To give a twist, I'm going to run down the salary from 2016 to 2021 to see if there are really any difference. Just a disclaimer, this is purely based from my salary in a private hospital. I don't have any intention other than sharing and giving everyone a glimpse of it. So if you are a new nurse looking for a job, currently working nurse, a newly resigned nurse, or a nurse working abroad, keep watching. Let's slap this off and carry on. Question: how much does a dialysis nurse earn, or how much does a nurse in a special area earn? I do get a lot of questions about this because it seems that they have a kind of mindset that whenever you are assigned in a special area, you are earning more. Before answering that, let's look at the different factors to consider why there are differences in salaries. When we talk about salary, there is what we call basic pay that is standard to all of the nurses in the workplace. This is what you receive during the first 3 months. It will just vary according to the following. First, the shift of your area or the number of work hours. Most likely, the intensive care units and the likes have longer work hours than those in the ward. Dialysis nurses, on the other hand, only work 8 hours, so we cannot relate. So if you are going to compare the salary of a nurse in the ward working 8 hours, then the ICU with a 12-hour shift and who knows how many days they work in a week, definitely the ICU nurse would receive more. I've heard in a bi-monthly salary, their number of days could reach up to 16 days or more. However, due to short staffing, the ward also now follows a 12-hour shift. Moving on, overtime and on-call. Here comes our spotlight. Other departments that also follow or do this are the operating room and the cath lab. However, the difference is theirs are paid by the hospital while ours are paid by the patient. We always have an assigned on-call nurse daily. Usually, an on-call nurse have an 8-hour waiting time in weekdays, while on Sundays, they have longer 12-hour waiting time. The fee, the overtime is 200 pesos per hour, while the on-call is 1,200 per patient. This covers the 4 hours dialysis session plus the additional 1 hour for the aftercare. So if the HD order needs a 6-hour slot, then that would need a 2-hour additional overtime. 1,200 for 5 hours plus 400 for the additional 2 hours. That totals to 1,600 for one patient only. But it doesn't stop there, since in an 8-hour or 12-hour waiting time, you could cater more than one patient. But of course, with consideration of the patient's condition and toxicity. In my case, I have tried catering 3 patients in my on-call time. That was December 25 on a holiday. And I was the 3rd person actually on that day catering 3 patients. That means there were 9 on-calls for that day. Imagine, on a holiday, December 25th. I also experienced catering 2 patients, like I'm done catering with this patient around 12 midnight, and then I'm about to go home, and then I just dropped by at a mini cafe to eat some food. Then I received another call for my 2nd patient. At least I was only nearby the hospital, so I was able to get back immediately and cater the patient. Next is the number of years. There is always an annual increase per department. However, it is not really that much. My increase started on 2017, and as far as I could remember, that was just around 4 pesos or more on top of your basic pay. That was 2017 to 2018. On 2019, on the other hand, that was the biggest increase. My salary increase video went crazy on Facebook and got viral that have reached the National Pilipinars Association. Before I'm going into detail, let's look at the remaining factor. Last is position. Unfortunately, this does not apply since salary is not increased according to position. I think, but not sure. As previously the head nurse, I only got a productivity fee of 1,500 per month. And for probationary officer in charge, they get 750 pesos per month, given that you are productive for that particular month. If not, better luck next time. Then for the salary, drum rolls please.
2016, my training allowance as an orienting nurse was 315 pesos. When I became probationary, it then increased to 365 pesos plus 100 pesos COLA. No incentive yet for this year since it was given per unit and it's us who do the initiative to divide among ourselves. Let's talk about 2017. When I became a regular nurse. That time, salary was just a 10 pesos difference from the probationary, so it's 375 pesos plus 100 COLA. It was also the same year when the incentive were given per staff already. So for probationary, it was a fixed 2,000 pesos a month, while for regular, a fixed 3,000 pesos per month. Then in 2018, the incentive was changed basing from the number of days. So it then became 240 pesos per day for both probationary and regular nurse with an increment of 10 pesos per year and a ceiling rate of 350 pesos. It was in 2019 when a huge salary increase was made with the basic pay reaching as high as 760 pesos for probationary, while 770 pesos for regular. The basic daily incentive was also increased to 260 pesos for both probationary and regular, still with the increment of 10 pesos per year and a ceiling rate of 350 pesos. Let's proceed to 2021 since 2020 had no increase or change due to pandemic. But this year is somewhat a makeup for last year with an increase of 40 pesos, but only to the nurses who became regular in the year 2019.
So my salary journey from 2016 to 2021, I got a daily basic pay of 840 up, plus a daily 100 pesos COLA, plus 290 pesos daily incentive, plus 1,500 monthly productivity as the head nurse. So I get around 12 work days per payroll, so most likely I would get a gross pay of 31,000 up. But don't get your hopes too high. That's the gross, and there are really a lot of monthly deductions. In addition, I have a lot of working days since Sunday is my only fixed off, and also I don't anymore get a schedule for on-call. As to a typical dialysis nurse staff, their working days would range from around 8 to 10 days, or can reach up to 11. And for the other days, it's because they are assigned as the on-call. Also, if you notice this shirt, this very cool shirt, Pilipinars, I also have a shirt of hemodialysis. Special thanks to the Scrub Streetwear. I'm gonna link their website or their Facebook page in the description below. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If yes, please don't forget to click like, leave a comment for video suggestions, and of course subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned as I take you with me in discovering nursing career. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.